shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The crowd has this place jumping already. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Notre Dame's offense will have first crack at this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Spillman. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside, and he pumps it up inside the 20. And they're able to dive on that football and get it back. That would have been a disaster to cough it up immediately after a score.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running inside, it's Williams. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Hokies. The hand yardage, the big
at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll start to return it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team.
Punt returns are always exciting. It seems like you're always holding your breath. Can you make the guy miss? It's going to be a big hit. Nice return. He almost gets all the way to the end zone. You can tell he smells the pylon, but it just gets inside the 5.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding one-yard drive in the history of football. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Daniels. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it, but with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Fielded in the end, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hokies! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Out with it, it's Porter. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
They'll run it. It's Spillman. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's the cardinal sin on a 2-point conversion attempt. Quarterbacks cannot get sacked. The worst thing that can happen is you throw it into the end zone, and if they're lucky, maybe they pick it off, maybe take it back, and it's only 2 points. Because of the sack, though, offense comes away with nothing.
On the run from inside his own 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The Irish send out the punt unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. To the air, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Plows and runs through, just dismissing tackles.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got a man, it's Green. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game.
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Ball is loose. Got a little grass. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Spillman. To the 10. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. This defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Carr. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hokies! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From the gun, looking for a man. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Number 2, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
On the move, it's Spillman.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, it's Green. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Carr. It's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes a catch. It's a fumble on the play. Snags it and he's open. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big gain.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Runs through the tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. The short hands, it's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Spillman. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
Makes the catch and he's free. Just keeps moving. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. The lone back's got it. Runs through it. And runs through another one.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football. Oh, it's out! Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Inside the... No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a run.
Ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. Well, you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver. That's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Under fire. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. This offense has been a big storyline here today.
There he goes! Bust through behind his pad. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's going to run it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Spillman across the 25.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Running inside, it's Williams. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or